Evilest thing that was done to you. Story 3.
My religious mom refused to get me medical treatment after my cancer diagnosis because I was an atheist. I was 16 when I was diagnosed with lymphoma. I wouldn't have known that I had it had the school nurse not insist to my mom that I get checked out. The doctor was pretty optimistic about my diagnosis because, as he said, as cancers went, this was the best type to have for the best chance of recovery. I would still require treatment, of course. My mom, my very religious mom, decided against it. Not because it was hopeless, the doctor said it was caught early. Not even because we couldn't afford it, we had good insurance and my dad left my mom a sizable estate when he left this earth. This woman, this God-loving fanatic who claimed to love me with all her heart, said that it was my punishment for not believing in God. At that point, I wasn't an all-out atheist. I was just not a religious fanatic like my mom. I didn't want to go to church, I just had to because she would withhold me sustenance if I didn't go. I also didn't want to volunteer in that church, I hated being there every Sunday, so why should I want to spend more time in there other than Sunday? My mom, on the other hand, spent so much time in there. She donated so much as well, especially after getting inheritance from my dad. But like many church-loving right-wingers, her relationship with her God was vertical, meaning she felt that as long as her relationship with God was good, she could do no wrong, not even openly being discriminatory to other people or denying them basic respect. As I said, I wasn't an atheist at that time. My mom just thought that because I was being a typical teenager. I also didn't like her idea of God. I hated her judgy church. I hated her backward ideologies. In other words, I just didn't believe in her God at that time. But for my mother, this was enough proof that I was a child of Satan. Rejecting her beliefs was akin to being an atheist. And that was why my cancer was my fault. It was my punishment for not believing in her God, for not following her faith. So no treatment for me. I couldn't believe it at first. Actually, I could believe that she could do it, I just refused to believe that she would neglect her own daughter for my perceived slight against her God. I cried and asked her if she was serious. She told me this was the price of not believing in God. I could repent, she said, and God would be merciful and allow me to live. She was withholding treatment from me unless I became like her. I was a minor. I couldn't do anything. I didn't have my own money. I could pretend to repent and sing her God's praises, but at that time, I was a mess. The cancer was not what would kill me. It was my own mother's heartlessness that would. I packed my things and went to my aunt, my dad's older sister. To say that my Aunt Jessie was livid was an understatement. She had to fight dirty to help me get treatment, which was almost impossible being I needed my mom's consent. She had to go to court and shame my mom on social media to get her to give it. Funnily enough, it was the shaming that got to her, not the court order, because that's what narcissistic moms hate the most, being made to look bad in the eyes of others. I stayed with my aunt since. I got my treatment, got better, and now cancer-free, thanks to my aunt. It was a long and tiring journey, but my aunt was with me the whole time. I never went back to my mother. As far as I know, I'm dead to her. And I'm good with that. She has been telling anyone who listens how her child had been punished by her God for being an unbeliever. And how she tried to save my soul, but I'm now a lost cause. I'm okay with that. I'm okay as long as I never have to see her again.
If you like the story, please give it a thumbs up. Share the video and subscribe for more. Click the bell icon so you don't miss out on new videos. Thank you very much.